Hello, everybody. This is Shweta here. Welcome for today's session. And as you know, we are celebrating this week-long Celebrate Her, where we are presenting different artists. And today we have a very different artist, Tanya Munshi. And she's a multifaceted personality. She's a founder of Lifestyle Portal. Then she's a writing mentor, and she is a motivational doodler as well. She's a very good artist, and there is specific things she does doodling, and she calls it art of the soul. She says it keeps her motivated and everything. Her art therapy, I would say, I personally, if I want to say it. So, very, very inspiring woman, and I would like to introduce her. Tanya, welcome to the show. How are
Thank you,
you?
Shweta. I'm very well, thank you. How are
Yeah.
you?
Fine, thank you. So, before I tell anything, I would like you to tell our viewers, about yourself. I mean, I do not
Okay.
know what to start, where to start.
Hello,
Yes.
everyone. My name is Tanya Munshi, and I'm the founder of Lifestyle Portal. It is now completed 10 years. It is now completed 10 years in Feb 2021. It's been a long journey, but 10 years I know and a wonderful journey. And over the years I was a former journalist, but I went into the content space. Then I even started teaching. I started writing, and then it was a journey of self evolution, and this is where I am today. So I've been writing for almost 18 years now, and I train and mentor professionals from across the country and the globe into better content writing skills. So they have the confidence to write and present their thoughts on paper in a more systematic manner. Yes.
So, I would like to know about your thoughts, first before I go into writing programs, what you do about your lifestyle portal where you feature entrepreneurs. I mean, a very amazing platform where you also connect to different entrepreneurs as well.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
keep a lot of events, to keep the things alive. How this concept came into life, into your mind, and what was the thought behind it, and how you started, and what is the journey about lifestyle portal itself? I think we should put it this way.
Okay. So, 18 years ago, it's a long journey. When I started as a fresher, right out of post graduation and journalism school, we were looking, wanting to join as new reporters and going to various publications. So in those times we did not have so much of emails. We still had to write letters and go and meet people, wait for hours and get to meet an editor or sub editor, talk to them for interviews. So many a times across my journey, I've in the initial few years, we used to be turned down for being freshers कि आपका तो experience ही नहीं है, आप तो एकदम न्यूकमर है. We want a more seasoned writer, journalist, and I kept thinking that if I was even as freshers, we are not given a chance. How are we even going to take the first step? Someone has to give us a chance. Someone has to even see whether we are worthy of something or not. So that's where I think I'm waiting outside one of the editor's office on the couch for a few hours in the day. With my in those days we had to carry all our work with us. I thought that if ever there's going to be going to do something in my life, I want to give everyone a chance. Everyone deserves one chance, at least one chance to be heard, for their story to be told, what they're good at. Okay. And then that's how it started, but it was there in my mind for a while. I did not do anything about it till I started writing, working for a lot of publications online and mostly digital medium.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I started writing and collating all my work I started a blog like everyone else does, but still I felt there was something amiss. So I started documenting my work in a more formal manner. I hired a web designer. We got a very formal, I wanted to create a digital portfolio of my work.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I started organizing my work, I started getting people writing into me from across the country and the globe. They said, we really like what you are doing. Would you like to write about us? And that's how I started writing about people. And I said, wow, people are actually reading my work. They love what I do. I started getting a lot of independent projects through my work. And then gradually I started collating everybody. Then I realized I have written, I have featured over 200 entrepreneurs from India and abroad. And I got them into one network. So in any part of the country or the globe you go, you will find one lifestyle portal entrepreneur.
That is
So
so amazing to hear,
you
you
are
know. I
one
mean,
of them.
yeah, of
And it's a
course. And
challenging.
I believe you guys actually, when I mean, as I would like to share this, as a when she profiled me, that time I actually understood there are so many facets which I do I had never realized, and it also made me think that what else I can do. Your questions and everything was so probing that it makes me made me think a lot. And there was something which I was taking it, it's just a routine job, and it was like it's just a good thing, and something which I was thinking was a good. I said it was a mundane thing to do, so that was an eye opener as well.
And we met at an award function, at an entrepreneur award function. And if you remember, I had shared the link and you won the award. And we hadn't met that time.
Yes.
You were sitting next to me, and then suddenly we got talking, and she said, and you said, I've been wondering who sent this link. I said, it was me. He said, I've been wanting to thank you. Had you not shared this link, I would not have won the award. And then I featured that and I said, a future TLP entrepreneur. And then we went on to getting you onto our entrepreneurs clubs, and look at us here. I think it's been 3 years, 4 years then.
3 years, more than 3 years, I believe.
More than three,
Yeah.
4 years. Yeah.
Yes. And this writing program of yours, I think I believe, it is one of the very important thing. A lot of people know what they're doing. They're doing amazing work, but it's very difficult to put it in a very effective manner and place. I mean, though it is everybody says it's time of digital evolution and everything is on media and social media, but everything that also needs a lot of right way of writing and how to focus, what to focus. All of that is important. So I would like to know, about your writing program, and that helps.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
So writing program. So I always had this fear of writing when I was in school. I was not very good at articulating myself. There were certain things my English teacher told me when we were, in class 6 and 7, that stayed with me. I believe a teacher should be someone who should encourage a student, a child, especially at a tender age, if they're not good at something, to at least help them come up to a certain level. And there were certain very harsh words told to me by my English teacher that remained with me the rest of my life. And as a result, I had to work double hard. I wanted to prove the lady wrong, because my parents could not come from a parent teacher meeting. My mom would come, and my mom has studied from a Hindi medium school, and she would speak in Hindi but at the school. The teacher used to get very offended, and she called my mother illiterate in front of my whole classmates, and we were in class 6 or 7. I know it's a very personal thing, but it left a deep rooted impact in me. And I really wanted to work hard on this. And I said, I'm going to prove this lady wrong. Okay. God bless her soul. The lady is no more. But I started, my father, my parents really worked hard with me. I had my aunt who had just moved from Calcutta to Bombay. And she's a retired teacher now, but every evening I would go to her and she would sit and teach me. And my reward was that if I learn properly, if I study, I will get to go swimming. They had a swimming pool in there, so building campus, and I love swimming. So I said, fine. I worked hard, and then I came to a certain level where I could speak. I could speak, and then I could write. Over the years, then I became a journalist, and then a reporter, and I got into the content space. um, then I started interviewing people for my lifestyle portal. I met so many people who are so afraid to write. They're so afraid of being judged. So a lot of people I met, and I realized it went back to my childhood and said, somebody must have told them. Why,
I
as
am one
adults,
of them,
come
I
on,
would
don't be
say.
silly.
No, the thing is, I never had a fear of writing. I would say that I come from Hindi medium background where I studied till 12th in science. also Vidyut and Dharan or electricity and current. And when you said that story of your mother, I would like to say, this is all that language is a medium of showing your
Exactly.
knowledge. That is
Just a
not
medium.
your knowledge. Knowledge and language are two different things.
Very true. Very true. So
So
then
that is
it planted that idea that I'm going to create something where I will empower people to write confidently. So whoever studies with me, I created these very practical tools from my journalism days, whatever I've learned, and my content writing space for the last 18 years. I tell everyone who enrolls with a program with me, it's a safe space. You're allowed to make the mistakes. I will never make fun of you. You write, I will guide you, and I will teach you tools. And I actually tell them you will be empowered to write whatever, even a simple email to a presentation to a simple article. It doesn't matter. The idea I tell everyone, English is or any language is a medium of communication. You
exactly.
communicate clearly. Don't think that मुझे English नहीं आती तो I am not a good person.
That's what, because मैं पढ़ी हुई हूँ, I was one of the best orators and best writers. My essays used to be preserved in school for a reference for future classes in Hindi.
Wow.
And suddenly when I went to engineering and everything was in English, it took me quite some time. But at the same time, जो चीज आपकी ओरिजिनल लैंग्वेज नहीं होती है ना, नो मैटर हाउ हार्ड आप कितना ट्राई करो उसके ऊपर, द वे आई हैव अ कंट्रोल कमांड ओवर हिंदी एंड द लैंग्वेज एंड द ग्रामर, आई मे नॉट बी हैविंग दैट वेल इन इंग्लिश, एंड
Exactly.
not
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed of it because that's perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, the thing is, I have knowledge which others do not have, but others have the language skills which I may not be. English language skill, let me put it this way.
Absolutely.
English language skill, I may not be that good at it, but that does not take my knowledge away from any sense. This is
You're
what I feel.
absolutely right. You're
But it
absolutely right.
took me lot of time to reach that understanding.
Yes, yes, yes. No, these. So the thing is, the learning should be such that empowers somebody to make use of it in a practical way in their lives. वो काम में आना चाहिए. If it is not coming to use, then it's theory knowledge is good, but somewhere we should be able to put to practical use. So this is what
Exactly.
my writing program I try to do with my students. Students means they are from grade 8 onwards, and they are professionals, doctors, lawyers, engineers. I have mentored them all so far, and it's been a wonderful experience where we interact once a week sessions over a cup of coffee. We talk. I teach them a module. They learn. They do their assignments. We come back next week. We discuss it, and then we get a lot of. We discuss. We brainstorm. It helps open. It's like a brain exercise for me and them. We learn. Both of us mutually learn. So it's a brilliant concept which those who haven't tried yet should try. It's really nice. Not because I'm running it, because I see people call me up and say, hey, listen, my article got published in the Hindustan Times and I've used this. I've used your tools. I don't have the stress anymore. I say, I'm so happy you're doing it.
Correct. That is important, I mean, you're putting your skills to use is the most important thing. I think we learn as a person, we learn so many things, but application of it is
Yes,
something which we miss out
yes,
on a lot of
yes,
things.
yes.
That is true. So there is another thing, I understand you are an art lover as well. And I would like to know this. I would even call you one of those people who have rekindled the love of their art during this lockdown. I think there's so many artists have emerged during this lockdown.
Yes.
And I think you are one of them. And I would like to know about your artistic journey for that matter.
So artistic journey got rekindled in the lockdown thanks to you, the truly tribal art workshops, which I started doing, where I started meeting all the national award winning artists, and I am so fond of Madhubani. But then I realized there are so many beautiful art forms. I'm in love with Gond art, and I Sora painting, and all of that is so much of history, so much of that's a living tradition. Instead of people trying to, I find, I think history and culture is should be alive in a more productive and a positive way instead of just being in textbooks.
Perfect. That's so
Yeah.
true. It's important to live and see and touch and feel them.
Exactly. I mean, I don't want to tell people India is very rich in heritage and culture. I don't want to say that. I want to do it. I want to embrace it in my daily life where I am into art, learning traditional art, visiting an artisan village, learning handicraft. I've even learned block printing. I've learned pottery. I've done a proper pottery course where we had to make my all the earthen vessels that we made were all, different shapes, but putting them in the oven, you need to know how things are made. You need to
Excellent.
stand there next to a hot furnace, putting those things into the hot furnace till after that, when it comes out, to see how things are made. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you need to know how things are made to have a sense of respect for the artisan, for the process. I feel troubled when people bargain with artisans. I can't bargain. You cannot put a price to the number of man hours in corporate terms to an artist, because there's a lot of heart and soul that an artist puts in.
See,
Uh,
the product is not just an art piece or artifact,
Not
or for
sure.
that matter,
It's
utilities.
much
It is
more
not
than
just
that.
an art piece.
Much more than that.
It is much more than that. It is a sweat and a blood and an emotion, and there is a lot of history behind it. If they
Exactly.
create something about it, there is just so
Exactly.
much history around it.
Of
And
late,
I understand you do a lot of doodling, and I'm in love with your
I just
motivational
did
doodling. I
this.
would like to know how you got
So
into
I
it.
stopped putting dates. You normally always sign. I sign it, but I've not put the date. So this is something I use three mediums. I keep asking everyone, can you guess which is color pencils, paints, and sketch pens? And
Let's have our audience, if anybody is there and who wants to tell this.
sure, sure. If there's any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Yeah, so that is there. It is open for our viewers. Anybody is asking, we'll keep asking. Otherwise, you tell us about this journey of
Yeah.
of
So
this whole thing.
so this is something recent. Ever since I did the art workshops with you,
Mm-hmm.
um, I discovered that I could that was very soothing and very relaxing. It was helping me to disconnect from the daily routine. It was helping me to disconnect from a very disturbing moment where not only me, the whole world was going through. And a lot of times, not only for myself but even for my child, my daughter, I
Mm-hmm.
needed to keep a very brave, optimistic, happy face so that she can deal with these crises better. If I had to break down and cry, how will I give strength to a little one who's watching me? There's a saying which has remained with me, don't be worried what your children do behind your back. Be more worried that they're watching you, they're observing you. So my
So
point was,
well said.
so I, in my spare time, I consciously took up art during the lockdown, where mobility was restricted to once a week, going to get your essential vegetables and supplies and come back. TV was not going to be the option all the time because we were staring at our screens and working from home. But I wanted her to understand that if there is an outlet, she's also very highly involved in art, uh, and she's very creative as well. So I wanted her to understand that art is also a medium where you can, for the momentary, for that time, you can forget the troubles. In fact, when you are painting, you subconsciously become very mindful, and you come across various possibilities. A very interesting thing that I noticed during my art was that earlier I used to get very upset when I made a mistake in my art. But this time I started embracing those mistakes. I said, let it be. Let that mistake be in the art. It is beautiful. There is nothing
See,
perfect
yeah,
anyway.
exactly. There is nothing called perfection,
There's
and
nothing called
the
perfection.
beauty is when things are imperfect.
Absolutely. So I made this. It's a little doodle which says embrace the mess.
This is so
Uh,
nice to hear.
so I embrace the mess. I know I realize that the more I try to run away from it, it'll try to chase me more. Might as well let me embrace it, because it is not only me; the whole world is going through it. If we can give to strength to one another, it's by adding a little bit of color. So that's when I started adding these one words and phrases during my doodling. And I always kept a book. You will find all kinds of books and all kinds of all types of books and coloring books with me all the time.
This is so nice. Okay? That is amazing to see whatever. I mean, when did you start doodling? You know, you call it art of the soul.
After
Tell about that.
So after your art workshops, I started practicing those Madhubani motifs. I started practicing and I let my hand move. So this is another one. So I just let my hand move. So the little tinge of Madhubani or the other kind of artwork. And I just wanted to see where my pen and my hand takes it. So I started and I did one of this. It's called Live. So I just take one word. Then I realized I will take one word that resonates with me, that I can relate to. So the word live, and live actually is such a powerful word. It wants you to it wants you to love your life. It is, I mean, we are blessed to be alive. We can't complain. I know I keep hearing people saying, oh, we are cooped up in the house and this is so troublesome. And I said, do you even realize that we are so lucky that we are in our homes? Our countries just told us to stay home during the lockdown. They didn't ask the youth and the men to go to war. Can you even imagine? The country is just telling you to be home. That's all they asked you. So, I mean, perception shift भी नहीं था. मतलब people were only, I know your mobility is restricted, but it's for our greater good. What can we do? Someday we have to stand alongside in our country. We can't keep blaming the system. We are a part of it.
See, the system is what we make it up. The system is not without us.
This is a little one.
You are part of the system, and that is where
this is something I call life. And with the fish motive, I love the fish motive. So I create these kind of little doodles, which I think they resonate with me. This is an all-time favorite. This is just, you can put it any form and see it. The beauty of this is you don't always need to have all colors to create magic or art. You can even do it with one or two. So I just did this, and this is all impromptu when I'm having my morning tea, where I want to digitally detox. I don't want to sit in front of a laptop or the TV screen. I can sit and do this. So this is something, I'll show you some more. Yes, I've also started painting on canvas. So this is called Bliss.
Okay.
So one word, bliss. You put it anywhere. I put it next to my study. It's nice. It's nice that even when I'm working and I know I'm back-to-back meetings with my team and I'm talking to everyone and all of that, there's a word which shows bliss, that you can, then it connects to embrace the chaos. Then you say, okay, you don't have to let go of that frustration onto anything else or anyone else. Yes, I am human. There are days I'm going to have bad days. There are days I'm going to be grumpy. But I know I need to come out of it, because this word bliss reminds me that you need to come out of it. This is also another one, a very simple one. It's called You Are Enough. I think as women and as mothers, we think we are not good enough. And
that's interesting conversation. I would like to have your, for our viewers, she's a mother, and she's apart from drawing so many hats, she's a founder of Lifestyle Portal. She's a writing mentor for professionals. She also has a job, and she has a child as well, mother managing home. So yes, that is.
It's whatever little I interact with people, I know I have the fear of being judged. I'm being very honest, because everyone is very judgmental about, though people say we are not, but they invariably sometimes.
See, the thing is, no more you say that means that thought is there in your mind, right?
It is there. So it would affect me a lot. And then I realized that one of the major things I realized that held me back was maternal guilt. If I go to a job, मेरे बच्चे का क्या होगा, उसको खाना कौन देगा. And I think about other mothers who go to work, leaving their children at home, either with a nanny or a grandparent or at a daycare. Does it mean that they love their children any less? No. Um, my
I so resonate with you,
I
Nidhi.
feel as a parent, why do I have to self limit myself with maternal guilt? If I am following my dreams, like again that same quote, don't be worried what children are doing behind your back. Be more concerned that they're observing you. If I can't hold my ground as a mother, as a parent, doing everything, my child, how is she going to be future ready, future prepared? If she can see that her mother can handle her finances, can take care of the house, is running the house, her school, everything, then definitely so can she. This is empowerment, doesn't mean Women's Day empowerment doesn't mean one day, 8th March. It's every day what we practice. Think I start doodling and coloring. I've always done that. Because it helps you to detangle your thoughts. It helps you to get your focus back. It's very important. These are some of my other artwork which I've been exploring on my own. I've been painting.
That's
I,
nice. That's
thank you.
nice. See, the thing is, this is the best part. What I'm liking is that, your art is not about being an artist. It's more about being art being a source of your.
Something I tried. I'm now learning it all over again on my own. I watch videos. But yes, I would like to inform everyone that whenever you are learning art or you're practicing, don't pass off someone else's work as your own. When in doubt, eat cake. I love baking whenever I am free. It's one of the happiest things to do when I bake. Find peace in the chaos. This is another one, and embrace the mess. I will also like to show another artwork. So this is something I did. I took about 2 weeks to do this. Every day I drew one flower, and it must be quite messy. I wrote something. Some flowers are not perfect because I felt not every day is perfect. Not everybody is going to look the same. Not everybody is going to get equal amount of sunshine. So let me try, and I wrote that I wrote words which resonate with me. So it said, hug more, you are enough. It starts with you. You first. I tell a lot of my girlfriends who have mothers, I said, put yourself first. You want to eat that cookie without your child, eat it. A happy mother means a happy family. Please don't put everyone else first and you last. This is not a Hindi typical old Bollywood film. No. Please change that old pattern. Put yourself first. I do that. I love this some chocolate biscuit. I will hide it. And my daughter and I, we had this trend. She knows those. She sees those wrappers in the dustbin and she looks for it. But I said that's for me, and she has to know that okay, there are boundaries. I know, and it's okay to be selfish. If it's we have our there are days, weekends, it's TV time for we both watch our favorite movies together. But there are time I tell her now it's my TV time, and she understands that that's my space. And it is so important. So children will never take us for granted. They should know, and even they will figure out what is boundary, that people will also not take them for granted. So it's okay if you like something, you want to go to the spa, tell somebody at your husband, your in-laws, your parents, say, I'm going to the spa. It's all right. Nothing is going to go wrong. This is what I told in one of my previous live shows as well. Pamper yourself. You're the only one you've got. You have to enjoy your own take yourself out on a date. I do that. You can ask my classmates. I've been doing that for years. I go out to a nice restaurant because I don't like sharing food with anyone. So I have a starter, a nice my favorite peach iced tea. I will have a main course and I will have a dessert, and I will sit without anyone chasing me or me having to chase anyone. And it's pure bliss. I will do that alone. Take yourself out on a date. Eat your favorite food without being judged. Who cares? Do you know anyone? No. That's nobody knows you. So you might as well eat that extra pudding or cheesecake if you want.
It is
This is
so
also
nice to
something.
hear, how you are connecting everything with our thought process to your art. That's amazing to know.
So this is I did over a staycation. We could not go anywhere, but I met my parents after a year on Christmas. So we were in the hotel rooms. Everything was isolated, and I was fine. I got my speaker, my Bluetooth speaker. I got my books, my colors. I sat and I sketched. I was happy. I said, okay, there was room service, so for a change, I did not have to enter a kitchen. We don't do that. I've done that with my daughter. I've traveled a lot alone with her. Don't wait for a time for your child to grow up and say, I will then start. No, you start small. It doesn't matter. You will have to be a little brave. Otherwise it will. Every day is a good day. This is another one. These are random doodlings which I just painted. I did a base and then I just tried to doodle to see. There is no fixed pattern. Just let your pen, your hand and paint flow. I really like this. My daughter said, Mama, your drawing has been spoiled. Mama, but then look, I love it. I splashed some water and I did some doodling on it. I
That's a
don't
nice
care.
idea. Can you just show a little bit more about that?
So I used a dropper and I put I let it dry. I let the water drip and I doodled on it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and like my daughter said, it's a mama. You dropped paint. It looks so horrible, mama. This is something I did.
This is
This is
nice.
also something. All. If you see a mix of doodle, yes,
Uh-huh.
there is a song that we like from Taylor Swift called Delicate. So I wrote
Okay.
something here. I wrote the word delicate, just the word delicate, because if you see, and I've written, don't confuse delicate with being weak. This is what I've written. It's all about having that delicate balance. Treat your life, heart, and your relationships delicately so that you never take them for granted. Everything is a delicate balance. Nature, your life, your heart, your feelings, everything is delicate. But delicate should never be mistaken for being weak. Uh, this is something I did the last weekend. It's be kind to yourself.
Yeah,
We are
that is
so
true. We are normally so hard on ourselves that, that I haven't done this. This was not perfect. This is not
yes.
correct. Yeah, so that is there
And
a
as
lot.
parents, I think this is something it took me a long time to understand that I am a different person than my child. I'm talking as a parent that I cannot be held accountable for everything what she does. End of the day, my child is a different individual. I will raise her to the best of my capacity, but what she thinks, feels, thinks, or has her own personality is hers, and I have to respect that. So there are days when she's very naughty. I think, oh, I've not done a good job. But if you actually, jog your memory and just retrace the steps, you will figure out that sometimes kids will behave the way it is. This is another word I made, calm. It's a very simple thing. So if you're wondering how, these are my old certificates, which these are old certificates, which and I never throw any. This is another thing I believed in. I never waste paper. Anything that we get, I ensure that we don't discard it. So all the rough papers, including
I
small
like
papers,
that your certificate idea, there because there are so many certificates sometimes which are not of any very
of any
heavily.
use. So I give these blank sheets to my daughter to do art and craft, coloring, and I put them. She knows she writes these kind of things, and we put it up all over. So this is one. I've created one in Hindi, which I know the I sometimes or most of the time I lack is sabr, means patience. And I wanted to some of these words in Hindi as well because yeah, English is fancy. but
Exactly.
but Hindi has another thing that it connects to your your spirit, your roots.
See, what
So
I'm
why
saying is people who are doing doodling, not necessarily Hindi or English or their own language, they can be do that.
exactly? This is something I wrote is faith. I know it must be appearing opposite, but this is uh, I just, to be very honest with you, I just go with the flow. I don't plan things what I'm going to do because I have to paint. I have to do artwork on weekends. I have to. It's mandatory. So this is dharya. So there are
Patience.
certain
Somebody
words.
is patience, you know. Both of these things.
Both of them needs patience, but there are days you feel very edgy. Then this word, and I put them in my workplace, in my study,
Mm,
because someday some word will connect with you more than the other.
yeah.
But it's important. We don't need so much of gyan. One word will do the trick.
Exactly. See, the thing is, you know, there are too much of a GAN, it really puts you off at times. It just adds up to the trouble sometime, you never know.
Absolutely, this is
There
something
is one
I'm working
question
on.
before you should. There is one more question somebody has asked Miraj. She's asking, you know, your talks are so liberating. Is there one person who inspired you through these insights?
One person who's inspired me to
Or
increase
maybe, yeah, I mean, one person, not the situation. I mean, you know, because very few people you see with so much clear thought and so much liberating thought in doing it. So
there's
that's
no
what she's
one
asking.
person. These are my personal experiences to my personal challenges. The last several years ago, I've gone through a lot of personal tribulations and challenges, and I have come out of them with a lot of hard work, a lot of mental hard work. Uh, I think these words are more of self motivational. So, what happens is these things come out more when people don't believe in your efforts and your dreams. One has to be highly motivated. As a writer, if there are any writers watching this live show right now, will then understand that we have to be very self motivated to keep doing what we love doing. Even artists, musicians, they know how self motivated we need to be. There are days we don't see the paycheck, but we still create our creative magic every other day because we think someday it will resonate with someone. um, I feel I have this in my mind that they tried to bury me, but they did not know I was a seed. So whatever my life, that challenges I've been through, I thought that someone tried to bury me because they felt I was not good enough, not smart enough to speak, to talk, to do anything. But I bounced from it. I learned from it. I wanted to evolve from it because I remembered that I have a daughter to raise who needs to believe that there is still good in the world. That if my mom can bounce back and be strong enough to handle any challenge, so can I. So empowerment begins from there, as to set an example with your own. First start with your own family, forget about everybody else. This is my third life, FB life, and I was just telling Shweta before this that I am so camera shy. I refuse to you will seldom see my photographs. Take my work should do the talking. I don't need to be anywhere in front of the camera.
No,
Why?
I understand and I relate to that part of you, Tanya, when you say that you do not want to be in front of camera. I'm one of them, but at the same time, I also understand, you know, that some things which comes from, you also need to get that, you know, the impact when you speak for yourself and when I read the same thing up from you and when hear you saying that, it will have a much larger impact.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm happy to speak. If I can make a difference to someone's life, even by 1%, then why not? This is
Mm.
what I tell my writing program students. When you are writing something, ask, is it going to be beneficial to my readers? Will it make an impact even 1%? Then write. If you think kaun padne wala hai, chhoro na, then I said don't write. When I was learning art since I've been learning art since I was a kid, and our arts teacher is to tell us that if you don't feel like painting, don't. But when you're painting, do it with full conviction. Your 100% needs to show. So if we did not do a art homework, we could tell him, we could any other excuse, any other thing was an excuse. But if he said I didn't feel like painting, we were pardoned. But if I told him, no, I had exam chal raha tha, ye wo, no, that is not an excuse. Art has to come from within. It does, and it's okay. You don't have to draw like like I said, writing. I know I still have a long way to go. I need to learn more. But the thing is, my writing may not be everyone's cup of tea. But I know one thing: I will write simple. I will write in such a way that people can understand. If the general audience cannot understand my thoughts, what is the point of being able to write? Similarly, for art, if it can't be helpful, it is firstly for me. I have not thought of commercializing it because there are wonderful artists out there. I have my full respect to all of the artists. Uh, but this is for me. If someone likes it, that's a different thing. That is a different thing. But start with yourself, nurture your
See,
soul.
what I like most about your artwork is, you do not do it to show, you do it for yourself. The thing is, art is a great stress buster, and it is a way of, you are using it as a stress buster, you are using it as a motivational theme, you are using it as a bringing things to our life. It's
This
so
is something I've done several years back. And what I liked about it because I wanted to turn it into something. It's my favorite. I don't know what. I thought I could do something with it, but I just left it at that. It did not see the light of the day after that. Oh, this is something I've been doing. I tried to do one of this. This is a mix of oil pastels and acrylic. I did this. Then this is something, a very simple thing. And I started picking, it started with my friend's son. It was his birthday. So I drew this for him, Veer. His name is Veer. And I drew the brave, loving, and kind. After that, I started getting requests from friends to make something for their kids. I think I sent many of them back by courier. This is for Veer's sister, which is Vedika, and she's very cute, very, very intelligent, very naughty, like a baby raccoon. So that's what it is for her. So this is what I keep doing. And from our workshops, Shweta, I would like to show that this entirely is done by sketch pens, by the way.
Achha, Tolu doodling. It's inspired by Tolu Bombalata. Yesterday we had Renuka Kande, a state award winning artist, Tolu artist. She did a demo and we had a live this thing. And 2 years.
This is from practice session, which was left blank, yes. And I actually sat and I drew it with sketch pens. I did not use paints. So, and I loved it so much.
It's very beautiful.
Thank you. This is what we did for the Gond art from our art workshop.
Yeah, this is it.
I love it. It's my favorite. I love elephants also. Another one I like to show was, this is what we did with Madhubani.
Yeah.
So this is something, but with you that I have learned a lot. So you rekindled my long lost love for art. So this is something I created. Rest is an act of self-love. Everywhere it is so, being busy is so glamorized.
Yeah, I think, it is actually, sometimes I feel these days being busy is, considered as a, I don't know, I'm not getting the right word.
It's being glamorized.
It's fashionable. It's more fashionable. It is being considered. It is extremely good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, lack of short, right word.
Sorry?
I mean, the lack of right word, I said, okay, this looks good, but it is more fashionable, and it is, yeah, by default, people consider that who are very busy, they are very, I'm not saying discounting anybody's effort. Everybody is busy, they are doing their own things, they are doing good things, but it is important to take a break.
Exactly. I mean, I now realize the art of slowing down. You don't have to be on your toes and working in that same pace, because I still have a long way to go. It's like when you're running, doing a long distance running, you don't start running so fast and from the word go. You pick the space slowly. So you keep your stamina till the last, to your finish line. That's, if
Yes.
people are into sports will understand this. I was an athlete in school, so we were taught that when you're doing long distance running, don't start running with full force. Be steady, be gradual. When the last bit, you have to give in all your best. That's how you have to do with life, because that's why I moved to a smaller place. I want to slow down. I don't want to be busy all the time. I want to have time for myself. I want to have time for my family. I want to have time to do the things I like. I want to finish my work on time. I don't want it to spill into my personal time. So I don't take calls even when we are having our meals. Even my daughter knows I will not answer the phone. That's something we have started. We will not. I mean, I've been doing it for a while now. Um, if you're watching a movie, we will pause it for our meal. Once it's done, we'll get back to the film. But it's okay. Slow down. There is no need to rush. There is no need to pack so many things in a day. If it's not possible, it's not possible. No, again, kahan likha hai? Where is it written? No one has made these rules. It's, I know, when I see these Hollywood films, people living in New York, they're picking up the coffee, running, sitting in the cab, trying to do two things. It may look awesome at that time, but
But it leads to
not
crazy
sustainable.
burnout, and you see, at the end, I feel life, it needs to give you satisfaction, peace, and
Absolutely.
happiness.
So this is, rest is an act of self-love, which I realized that I started doing that more in doing lockdown, because I felt no, this because we were doing everything on our own. We had a lot of regard for our people who come and make our lives so much better. We started becoming more efficient, and we realized that our time for rest is very important. So on weekends, it is a no gadget day. I will sit and paint. At the most, you'll probably watch movies, because that is something I need to unwind. And but no, no work. We'll go for walks, we'll relax, we play, do whatever, but no work. So, and it's very important. You need to do this for yourself, to give yourself that little bit of breathing space. We all deserve it. We don't have to be busy. We don't have to try to achieve so many things in one single day. My point is that I think this is what my first art workshop was with you. This,
Madhutara.
my first time I did a human figure. I was so thrilled to bits. I can't draw human figures. then this.
This is far art.
So now I see everything with truly tribal. I give my
This is
credit
Madhubani.
entire uh, Ardhanarishwar, right? So
Yeah,
I give all my art, rekindling of my art, love for art, to you, to truly tribal, to Shweta, for this, because you did this. Now I mean, I plan my days around. Earlier time I would plan my day around my workshops. Then I started delving into this. I know people say
mandala.
mandala,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I just started drawing patterns, and I just, okay, for people who want to relax, draw a similar single pattern. Don't try and complicate things. It doesn't have to be perfect. I like leaves. There's a beautiful symmetry. I like symmetry, though nothing is symmetrical in this world. Even human body is not 100% symmetrical, but it's very calming. So if people want to, I don't pick up coloring books, because I find very constricting. I need space. I need blank pages to work on. I tried buying adult coloring books, and for the life of me, I cannot color inside, because I find it very constricting. Again, it's like putting me in a box. I need space to create something on my own, even if it is not perfect. It has to have. This is something I drew: a leaf, 100 leaves within one leaf. So this
See,
is
what
some.
I love about your art is, there is no restriction. You actually put your thought and your creativity inside thing. This is what we would like to tell people.
So this is
Art is not only about traditional or a contemporary or a rules or
exactly
a watercolor or a oil pastel or this or
pick
anything.
what you like. Exactly.
And it is going to be so liberating, and very like she says that she puts the words which she puts, a motivational doodling is what I call her. I have been after her from last 2 months that I love what you do, and we would want you to come on a platform and tell people that, what art can do. It's not about making a perfect drawing. Art is also about
This is from
the
the
family,
workshop that
Madhubani.
I doodled it. Earlier, I would use only the black sketch pen. Then I started reading up, looking up. Then I said, "Wow, there are different kind of pen. I can start." And I started buying art supplies. Then I started doodling. Everything is a bit of the birds from the Madhubani art, which I just doodled on one page. So this is another small book. So that's why I said you'll find all kinds of. Nothing has to be. Uh, Okay, the other day my father gifted a set of color pencils to my daughter, and I fell in love with them, and I had to draw something. So it's very simple, but I was like so thrilled to bits to find this, and this is from the Patajit, no, the lamp painting that we
Tolu Bomilata.
do. So that star pattern is something I just love it.
Yeah. You
So
remember Aarti was there in one of the sessions. Aarti Duri, she's also watching you. And Aarti, if any questions you have, so she's also said that.
so these are the things that yeah, other things love, uh, peace, and
How do
yes
you
is one
juggle
very
so
important.
many things together, Tanya? I mean, we really, since you say so many things, your writing program, yeah, I can swear by because my daughter attended, so I know how effective that can
Yes.
be. And this amazing program, you profiled me already, and you already work in content writing space as a job. You have a job there as well. So, what it is for you, I mean, with so many, and you have your own history that, you are a person which is very, for me, I mean, I found it very liberating and inspired to listen to you. What I'm saying is that, how all these things comes together and, you know, what exactly, I mean, you mentioned a lot of things to people, what is do's and don'ts mean about how you balance what is more priorities and how do you decide on to what to take and what not to take and when to step back and how you prioritize. I think this is one of the challenge we all
Sure.
face.
I'll be happy to say. So Monday to Friday, I follow a routine. Everyone knows that. I'll wake up early morning. I learn yoga online, so I do my yoga classes. I start my day as early as 4 to 6, 5:36. I'm up. And I go to bed by 9:30. Very boring person.
No, no, that's okay, perfectly fine. See
but
what works for you, what you enjoy, what it makes
I
a
like
difference.
that. I
Important.
like Friday nights, Saturday nights. I stay up late, watch a movie, whatever. But I realize I need to get my good sleep. I don't want to glamorize sleeping late. I don't want to do that. I want to be healthy, fit, so I can enjoy life. I can experience life to the fullest. So first, I have to. It starts with me. So I will eat healthy. I will. There are days that we have our. I feel like eating everything. I love eating. I love cooking, but Monday to Friday, I like to stick to a routine. Bedtime. If I take out, I keep something next to my bedside table, and I try and do some artwork. It really helps. So I don't finish one art in a day. This would have taken me almost 2 weeks probably, because every day I would do bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. So the other thing that teaches you that something to build will take time. You can't fast forward. Okay, this is not like like a made in China thing कि mass produce कर दिया. नहीं, it can't happen like that. This is made in India. It has to start from the core, and it has to
I
start.
love that. I love that.
It has to have conviction and a very strong foundation, and it has to start from you. So all this artwork you see, I have not made it in a day. It's crazy. I then it's no point. Uh, we have to. I might do some art today. I will leave it. If I'm feeling sleepy, I'll just knock off. Switch off your phones. Don't have any gadgets in your bedroom. Switch off, or at least switch off the ringtone. I don't want phones buzzing me. There is nothing will go wrong. I know people think I'm crazy, but I want a good night's sleep. It's all right. I mean,
When I put my phone on D&D right 10 to morning 7.
Exactly.
No,
I
if somebody, there's a desperate thing, somebody will do find a way to reach out to me or my landline or my husband's phone or
exactly. So
somebody's phone.
sleep well, eat on time, enjoy life to whatever it gives you, at least in whatever you can, with the current capacity. Yes, there are days you're going to be really down and out. You're going to feel, talk to a friend, how you watch a funny movie, eat your favorite food. You have, these days you have technology at your advantage. Order your favorite food for that day. Do talk, talk to a therapist if you need. There's nothing wrong with it. Talk to go for a walk, get yourself fit. Don't demean yourself because you don't look good. It's absolutely fine. I have been body shamed for being too fat, no, too thin. There are women who are way slimmer, have after having 2 or 3 kids, and they make fun of me. Boss, it's all right. I'm not competing with you if that's your be comfortable with your body. But yes, just because you're comfortable, don't make it unhealthier. Try to come on the other side. um, learn to uh, Learn to give time to yourself. Everyone says, no, I want to give time to my family. Give time to yourself. Read a book, even if it is 1 page a day, but read. If you can write a page a day, write. Get your hand, because you'll see now you won't be able to hold things very well these days, because we are so used to typing on a laptop or a computer. Your grip is almost going. If you try and do something for a long, you won't be able to grip so much. So get
That's
hold of a
interesting. Let
pencil
me
or a
try that.
pen and draw and write. Because that's why we were given these fingers for, to create, not type all the time. uh,
I love that part. Or
Typing is good,
swipe, I would say, or swipe.
or swipe, but or scroll. But typing is for naukri, for roti kapra makan. You need the typing, obviously. But for your soul, you need the hand. You will have to use your hand for creating magic, for art, for cooking. So do that. Give yourself that due. Give yourself that space. It's, I read somewhere, very beautiful piece where this lady wrote that she's a homemaker, but yet she goes and leaves her daughter in a daycare for a few hours, and she would come back home and cry that I must be the world's most terrible mother who drops her child at the daycare so the mother can get time to herself. So she wrote to a parent, some columnist, and the lady wrote back, there's nothing wrong for asking time for yourself. Looking after a child is that once you're a mother, you're on this side. There is no going back. You're on this side. I don't know when I have had a good night's sleep because I have to wake up 5 times to check if she's fine. That she's not, give her a blanket, not fallen off the bed, all of that. You will never stop worrying. Or your mind is already working ahead. There is already so much mental pressure. Do yourself a favor. Give that self your time. That empower your children. Don't make your children so dependent on mere bina to mera bachcha khayega hi nahi. What kind of life skill is that? No, you have to ensure that if you're busy on a call, your child can make her own jam sandwich, eat, and then go down to play. It has
That
to
is
be like
true.
that.
That is so true. I tell you, current generation of parents, like I'm talking about our generation of parents, they've made the children so dependent on themselves, and they take pride in it, and I believe that's the biggest harm they're doing to the child, because they don't
Very,
know how to survive for themselves. And you can be with a child up till by 12, 13, maximum 16, 17-year old. So 14, 13, 14 ke baad, they don't want you around too much anyways. You're at that age when you feel your parents are the biggest enemy, and still you pester around them, and still. But the thing is, I tell you what, it is important that they need to know. They need to be prepared for life. Once they study, and
exactly.
you're
In
not
fact,
gonna be at the
though you
workplace.
face,
आप उनके पीछे नहीं रह सकते हो ना.
exactly. अगर अभी आप थोड़ा उनको empower करेंगे, I'm not a parenting expert, but I know empower them now, they'll be so grateful to you. They will always stay connected to you, even when when they want their own so-called
No, I
space.
see a lot of
Because
these.
mom is cool. She'll give me that time and space. She will understand. If I'm all the time bringing her, I'm all the time like a butler doing things for her, it's going to be very overpowering after a point. It's stifling, because the child also needs to do something on their own for self autonomy, like a lot of people tell us. That's fine. Do within healthy permissible limits. Give the child, allow the child to do certain things in the house. कि toast हो गया अभी, jam लगाओ, chalo abhi खेल, because now we are working from home. Do I have that time? Not everyone can have home full-time help or a nanny. Not everyone can.
Yeah,
Lot of times people don't have the spouses living together in different cities, or in parents. Not everyone can have their parents or in-laws living. Be realistic. आप कब तक करोगे? अपना एक हॉबी कल्टीवेट करो, बिकॉज लेटर ऑन द चाइल्ड माइंड से मैंने तो नहीं बोला था आपको ये करने के लिए. So don't, another thing, don't sacrifice too much. You'll become more resentful. It's all, that's why I say do things for
like
yourself.
the thing is, you will become more resentful. That's important, and you'll say that
Exactly.
nobody does anything for me. I am the one who's doing everything, and somebody will say कि भैया one day हमने तेरे को बोले थे क्या करने के लिए, तुम ही कर रही थी,
Exactly.
कौन बोला?
कौन बोला? Though, so that's why I said, I am into art, she comes and checks and she says, I put on my music, I make my chai, I have this bed table somewhere. I want to just sit. I don't want to sit on a table because I'm 5 days a week in front of a computer. I sit on the bed with the bed table. I sit and paint. I have my music. I don't talk. I don't disturb anyone. And everyone knows, okay, that's a meditation going on right now. I'm sitting and painting. My daughter will come. Can I paint with you? As a paint? She will sit. Engaging with your child doesn't mean you have to do productive things every time. It can be simple as watching a favorite movie together, laughing with, or watching, having popcorn, or painting, or listening to music. Have your meals together. I wait for my daughter to have our meals together. I want her to understand that these are small things that make a very big difference. I always have my meals with her, no matter how busy I am at work. So if I know I have my meetings at this time, I will reschedule I will have my lunch with her, and then I will run off to my online meeting. And I know we are in the same house, but what can I do? Work from home, right? Though that's how you spend time, it cannot always be doing things. What can a working mother do, or a working parent do, who's juggling so many?
Spending some time playing some game of card or a
Another thing,
carom or a ludo or anything is
another
that's good
thing,
enough.
Shweta, I always tell people, parents are humans too. People cannot expect so much out of us all the time. It's impossible. So we are humans too. We cannot be perfect. We can't expect our kids to be perfect. But yes, empower yourself with certain tools. Empower your child so that you have space and time to. Otherwise, you think I can do all this when I have an 8-year-old in the house? How will I do it? She lets me do it, and I've also let her do it. Her study table is full of art supplies. My office room has full of art supplies, and at her size, at her height, she learns art from a beautiful, amazing, talented girl from Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh online. My daughter knows all the art supplies are kept. She thrice a week she learns art from her. So we have art supplies at accessible limits for her. So she's constantly sellotape, fevicol, papers, and art and colors. People love coming to our house because they see it's everywhere you go. We have books because we love reading and we are into art. So it doesn't have to all the time be you have to play a board game. You can't. Sometimes I cannot do that because even if I'm playing a board game, with I have to go check कि खाना जला तो नहीं kitchen में.
Correct.
So I tell her I rather play with you or do something when I am done for the day. So even on weekends, I wake up early. I finish whatever cooking I need so that I get the day to myself. Otherwise, there's no fun. So plan your day a little bit better. It's okay to say no. People say don't say no, but please learn to say no, whether to family members, relatives, whoever. if you need time for yourself, give time to yourself first. First and foremost, give time to yourself, then everything else. This I learned the hard way. Then I realized, no, I am important. If I am there, then everything else will fall into place, especially if I have to look after my child. So I need to look after myself first. So focus on yourself first. Find time to do the things you love. Please, that will really nourish your soul. It is art for the soul is not just like that. It will make you very happy. If you're happy, everybody, it starts with you. So I guess this is a lot of gyan for the day.
It's not grand. Actually, what I loved about this thing, I wanted your story to go out to people. And yeah, this is one of the very beautiful ones. So see, the thing is, I understand, you can experiment in art. There is no framework. There is need to learn from people. And you need not need to learn from, you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
not
yeah.
learn from people. Yeah, your video got off. Yeah. The thing is, art can be liberating. It can be stress buster. It can be anything, and you will learn along the way. It's not necessary to be adorned on the walls only, or to be
Yeah,
done on a wearable. It can be anywhere, and you can actually let it go also. I mean, you will, if it is too many things with you around. And I mean, I love the part that how you have woven the art into your day-to-day life, and your journey is so inspiring, and your work canvas is so big, and that's the reason, I could wanted to people to know your story, and I wanted people to know that how art becomes part of your life.
Thank you. And another thing, if people have trouble letting go, if you are clingy about things or people or relationships or whatever, I mean, I'm not a therapist, please. But yes, create an art that you, with a lot of love and care, and gift it.
Yes.
You will have a sense of that's a very nice way of letting go. Create things with love and gift it. I've given away so many of my artwork to my friends, and because I felt I just it's that's another thing. Somewhere everyone has added some value to my journey in some way or the other. I don't know how I can repay them. The only thing I can do is give a part of one of my favorite paintings as a gratitude. And yes, please always, another thing, always please remember to be humble and grateful. If we are proud, we fall flat. Being grateful and respectful and humble, you should never let go of that. Never. Then it will slip through. Whatever we have gained over these years, it will slip through. Humility is most important. Always we have an open mind to learn. I have a lot of clients coming to me and say, आप पैसे भी लेते हो लिखने के लिए? तो मैंने कहा तो सर्विस है, भी इट्स राइट सर्विस. ऐसे आप डेंटिस्ट के पास जाते हैं, डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, इट्स अ सर्विस, मेडिकल सर्विस. Product doesn't always have to come in a box. It is also a service. How can you expect a writer to work for free? Will you sell your product or service for free? No. Then how do you expect me to? So have the courage to say no. Have the humility to accept that people will not like, or everybody will not like your work, and that's okay. There are people who like it, and even if they don't, it's okay. I can't please everyone. This artwork is for me. I know a lot of artists may find what they might say, ये क्या बना रही है, इसमें तो कुछ है ही नहीं. ठीक है, मैं किसी को impress करने के लिए, this is for me, to make me happy. And if someone likes it, great. So do it for yourself first, बाकी सबका बाद में.
That is why it is called art of the soul, right?
Art for the soul.
Art for the soul. Okay. It was very, very, very liberating and very nice conversing with you, Tanya. I'm so
Thank
happy
you.
that we could have this conversation.
Thank you.
And Yes, there is a couple of feedback which has come on the online saying that, like Miral had mentioned that she loved the idea of when you put one of your posters, paintings, that every flower actually you resonated with a person or a situation, that, everything is not a sunny day or anything. So there are different interesting feedbacks have coming in, and I love listening to you, and that's all I
Thank
would
you.
say. Thanks a lot, Tanya. It was
Thanks so much, Shweta,
amazing
for
chatting with
having
you.
me there. Very, very humble. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot for being there.
Thank you. Wish you all the best. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Have a good
Bye
day.
bye.
Bye.
Good.